So yeah, once again, the Pentagon has spent millions of dollars investigating UFOs. They had some sort of secret investigation on them for the past 5 years. I have a quote here. It says, the program, which only a few officials knew about, ran from 2007 to 2012. So, and according to the reports in the New York Times and the Washington Post, they received $22 million in annual funding from the U.S. Department of Defense budget. It invests $22 million bucks. Yeah, and it investigated sightings by military pilots of flying objects that maneuvered, quote unquote, maneuvered so unusually and so fast that they seemed to defy the laws of physics. Who here believes in aliens?
Me.
I definitely believe in aliens.
Like 4 UFOs in my
I think
life.
all of us.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're definitely real. There's more
There's definitely
living
other-
beings out there.
There's definitely other stuff out there.
I don't know as far as there being living things in our solar system, but even that we aren't even 100% sure of. But
Like
they're
Mars.
definitely out there. Yeah, Mars. I feel like Mars definitely has something up there. Have we ever sent anyone up to Mars yet?
We've
No,
had
not
drones-
yet.
we've had drones and stuff on there now.
We've had drones on there, right?
Yeah.
We had stuff like that.
By 2020, people want to go to Mars.
I'm down.
Yeah, by 2020, that would be cool. But I feel like
I definitely feel like there's stuff out there. Like there's that the universe is, it doesn't end, so there has to be other life forms out there.
Yeah, of course.
Some form or another.
some form or another, and I feel like it could even be exactly like us humans, just even further away, which I would find crazy. Yeah, I mean, imagine traveling through space. You land in this, you have no idea where you are, and then you just see yourself in like an alternate like version of yourself. You know what I mean? In a different galaxy and whatnot.
Not even. I think of Star Wars when I think about other universes.
Oh yeah, of course. I think of Rick and Morty
Yeah, me too.
instantly with all their dimensions and whatnot, and the Council of Ricks and everything. Like, it's hilarious. But the scary part about all of this is that they're seeing sightings like this in the United States of America. So, does anyone have any ideas of what kind of goals these people might have, like entering our world? Like,
I want to say I hope they find what they're looking for, but then again, I don't know.
yeah, it's a really
Coming for
scary
Trump.
subject.
Yeah.
I hope they're trying to save us.
They're coming for
Trying to
Trump.
point us in the right direction.
They could also be trying to save us.
They might be coming for Trump.
Ooh, maybe. They're probably coming for all. They might just be coming for everyone,
I
really.
think Trump's like a rogue.
Or
alien
they
that
might just be
came to
peaceful.
destroy the planet.
What happened?
They might just be peaceful people.
Or they could be
Beings.
peaceful. They could look exactly like us, or be some sort of Martian Manhunter guy and disguise as us.
I think it's interesting though that they're funding that much into researching it.
I
It's
don't
about
think that's
time.
a
Like
lot.
all the years you've heard, like over the time that you've heard about stories and stuff. It's about
Or
time.
they're
they
just
start-
actually
I think
telling
they
us
need
about
more
it.
funding for that.
And
I think they actually do have like hidden files. They have to have hidden files.
well, there is a video that's out there. I forgot what article I got this from, but I'll try to look it up a little bit later. And I looked at the video that they posted with it, and it looked weird. It didn't really show anything too specific, but it did show a little something, like a shadow of something that didn't look anything familiar, But yeah, they could very well be living with us right now,
Could be
and
here
none
right
of us
now in
even
this
know it.
room.
Yeah, I feel like the government over time has been hiding so much stuff like that. Like they have to.
Yeah, I think the truth might already be out there.
I think
Could be.
I think the government people officials know 100%.
Yeah.
There's definitely stuff. There's too many like conspiracy stories that have gone on.
Why do you think they would be keeping it a secret right now, and when do you think would be the right time for them to release that sort of information?
Probably when
I
something
think
bad happens.
They won't release it until they have to.
Yeah,
until
exactly.
like too many people saw something and they can't contain it.
Yeah.
And, like,
Or
YouTube
something bad. Or
videos.
something bad happens and they need to tell us.
Well, I mean, don't you think at that point, if like aliens came or already here and we're totally outnumbered by them, totally technologically advanced, they're more technologically advanced, sorry. Like, wouldn't they want to warn everyone like immediately to get everyone prepared? I mean, we're all together at that point.
Unless they don't pose a threat, as far as they know.
Right. And then we pose the threat first, and then, right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it really goes both ways. And because we know nothing about it, just makes it that much
Yeah.
more dangerous.
Maybe I feel like the aliens might be scared of us because they don't show themselves to us. They're just too. We're like savages.
Or what if they're just too advanced for us? They're so
We
like
physically
we
can't see
just
them.
can't see, like we can't like we get ideas and stuff, but we can't grasp it because they're just so advanced, much more advanced than us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could go on and on really about it, like what their goal is and all that kind of
I
stuff.
love conspiracy theories, though. I love
Conspiracy
that stuff.
theories are great. Maybe that's the thing that we should start doing too. Like
Yeah.
a certain topic we have is a certain conspiracy theory that's out there.
Even like the messed up ones, like it's messed up to say, but like the 9/11 ones, the
Right. There's the 9/11 conspiracies.
Illuminati. Like I was obsessed with the Illuminati stuff like in high school for a while, but like it's cool. It's interesting stuff to look into.
Yeah, definitely.
It's interesting to see other people's perspectives and viewpoints about things,
Mm-hmm.
which is cool.
100%.
Tupac.
Tupac, yeah, you're right.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Or is he?
He's in Cuba.
He is in Cuba.
In
saw him
Cuba?
last week.
That's really the only topics I had for today, unless some of you guys wanted to bring up a couple things, maybe sports related.
So I'm just gonna go
Um,
down Twitter's trending topics right now. Recent news: Amtrak had a derailment
Sounds right.
south of Seattle.
Yeah.
High
No,
speed.
here.
Let me see.
Well, let's go with this derailment thing real quick, because that what you were talking about just
Yeah.
now was the one that happened at this train station,
Like last week.
Union train station last week.
Mhm.
Yeah, and now this one happened
That was
today
my
with
dad's
Amtrak.
trip. My dad works for Conrail. They were
Oh,
coming
really?
into his spot in Newark, but it was just I don't necessarily know what happened. It was before they got to his, but no one got hurt, and it was just injuries, I believe.
I heard like it derailed into a highway, right?
I don't
I don't
think so.
know. I didn't, all I saw was the two helicopters like hovering around, and I didn't.
Oh, I'm not talking about the
in
one
Seattle.
here. I'm talking about the one in the one in
Oh,
Seattle.
the one. Oh, yeah, that one's bad. So I'm trying to look up. How many-
Yeah.
Multiple fatalities reported. 77 people taken to the hospital. Train traveling between Seattle and Portland. It looks terrible. The pictures.
Yeah.
It went off like it was like one of those like overpass things. Like went off
Wow.
the
Mhm.
overpass.
That's crazy.
That is. Does it say why?
Amtrak train 501 was running along a new $181 million route, primarily funded by federal government, and Donald Trump just tweeted about it.
Of course it
Wait.
did.
The train accident that just occurred in DuPont, Washington, shows more than ever why our soon-to-be submitted infrastructure plan may be approved quickly. $7 trillion spent in the Middle East while our roads, bridges, tunnels, railways, and more crumble, not for long.
Good point.
Yeah, I don't know. That's sad to hear, though.
What about the president of ESPN?
Oh, yeah. That's the next trending topic, too. John Skipper, ESPN president, resigns due to addiction problems. They don't really say what, but substance abuse. Which
Shake my
is
head.
kind of interesting. Here's an official statement.
Stay in school, kids.
His official statement is, "Today I resign from my duties as president of ESPN. I have had a wonderful career at the Walt Disney Company and grateful for the many opportunities and friendships. I owe a debt to many, but the most profoundly Michael Linton, George Bowden, Bob Iger. I've struggled many years with substance addiction. I've decided that the most important thing I can do right now is take care of my problem." He goes on to say a bunch of stuff. The guy, president of Disney, says something. Oh, yeah, that's pretty big news.
Oh, right. Disney also owns ESPN, right?
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
didn't
big.
know
That's
that.
pretty big news that that guy stepped down. And of course, Barstool's poking fun of it.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant's getting both his numbers retired tonight. Yeah.
I have a good feeling it was probably either. I have a good feeling it was Coke that he
Yeah.
was having a problem
They
with.
said substance. Yeah, they don't.
Either that, or maybe even just he was an alcoholic too. Maybe that
Something.
added into it. I mean, ESPN has been going so downhill, so
Yeah.
the fact that he could have been an alcoholic, it's a shame, but it's also not a
There's
surprise.
probably multiple things, and I'm pretty sure he's been there for a while. So
Yeah.
Maybe they'll start to fix it up now.
hmm
With the new guy in there. Also, the Carolina Panthers are up for sale.
oh yeah,
That's pretty
Really?
interesting, yeah.
Diddy wants to buy him.
Pete
Yeah,
Diddy
I
wants to
saw
buy him.
Real, that would be
Yeah,
cool.
Steph Curry and Colin Kaepernick both want part ownership in that with Diddy. They want to be part enough to buy the Panthers.
Pete Diddy put a video on Instagram
Yeah, he
last
said-
night.
Good move by
And he
Kaepernick.
was like, I will. He's like, I will win multiple Super Bowls. He's like, I'll sign Colin Kaepernick like instantly. Like,
He was like,
No,
I have the best
Kaepernick
music
wants to be part
playing.
owner with it. Kaepernick, him, and Steph Curry want to be part owners on it. They wanna
Wow.
get, like a team
Steph
together.
Curry goes into football.
Well, he's from Carolina.
That's really cool.
yeah, that's really cool.
hmm
But why is that guy Jerry? He's dropping his position because why? I was
He
reading
thinks
that.
it needs to be in new ownership. I think he's just
No.
ready to part ways.
There was controversy behind it. Hold on. I was hearing about it yesterday.
What team is this for again?
Carolina Panthers.
Carolina Panthers. Did they have a good season this year?
Yeah, they're
They
hot
did?
right now.
Oh, so that surprises me
Yeah.
even more,
At the end
kind
of the
of.
season,
There must be something going on.
Yeah, always behind the scenes. It's always behind the scenes. Yeah.
It's never what they tell
Well,
you.
there's some controversy thing. Yeah, I don't want to say it was as bad as the Donald Sterling stuff with the Clippers, but it's something along those lines.
That was crazy.
It's not like
Yeah,
I'm
I
pretty
heard
sure
about
something. It was some racist maybe. Yeah, look.
Anybody get an extra iPhone charger on?
No,
Panthers
keep
will
them
move on despite serious allegations against Jerry Richardson. Let's see what the allegations are. Yeah, misconduct allegations.
Misconduct.
He
While
he made inappropriate comments toward women, particularly on Jeans Day at the team's offices.
Oh, so it leads back to like a sexual assault. Kind
Richard is said to have performed, quote, back rubs that lingered too long and went too low down the spine, or attempted to buckle the seatbelt of female passengers, which would allow him to, quote, brush his hand across their breast before putting the belt in his class.
So he agreed.
So he a creep. Yeah, yeah.
Richardson also allegedly used a racial slur when speaking to an African American scout for the Panthers.
So yeah, racist creep.
The scout subsequently received the confidential
worse.
settlement and left the team. So he did reach a settlement with that guy. And then this is his official statement. I believe it is time to turn the franchise over to new ownership. Therefore, I'll put the team up for sale at the conclusion of the NFL season. We will not begin the sale process, nor will we entertain any inquiries until the last game is played. I hope everyone in this organization, both on and off the field, will be firmly focused on just one mission: to play and win the Super Bowl. So,
Not bad.
Not bad.
yeah, that's like that. But like, remember I just said Donald Sterling too. That happened a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Happens a lot actually.
These rich guys get touchy.
Yeah, it's not. It's not even that. The racist, like Donald Sterling, treated his players and his employees like slaves. It was
Yeah.
messed up.
Really?
Yeah,
Mhm. He owned the Clippers.
yeah, he's very racist.
Damn.
Yeah, and a lot of his players hated it. Like Chris Paul is like outspoken about it. Doc Rivers, all of them are like very outspoken about it.
They're outspoken about it recently. Like
Well, Donald
they're just,
Sterling, when that whole
when that whole
Donald,
thing
Donald
happened.
Sterling was like one of the biggest ones. But this sounds like it's similar to what he was doing.
right.
Just not as extreme.
Yeah, and then
Right.
what's his name? Steve Ballmer bought the Clippers, the guy from Microsoft.
Hmm.
For like $20 billion.
$2 billion.
Oh, $2 billion.
It's crazy.
Must be nice.
Yeah,
You must be.
That was change for him.
yeah, that's
Jump
nuts.
change, you know.
Are any of you guys in any fantasy leagues for both basketball or football?
I don't want to talk about
Yeah,
it.
I just lost in the semifinals.
I did too in both leagues. I was the
Oh,
highest scoring
man.
team in both leagues, and then Narratan beat me in both.
How much were your buy-ins?
It's cheap. It's like $20.
Oh, so it's not that bad then.
But if Ertan wins, I'm not paying.
Yeah.
He's probably hearing that on the live
Yeah,
stream now.
Danny
Like
Payne.
these bastards.
Wait, what line is that? Instagram?
Mhm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Instagram.
That page.
What else is there? Yeah, like I said, we didn't really have that much to talk about today, but we really wanted to get this podcast in for this week because half of us won't even be here by Thursday or even Wednesday. We're already going to
Wow.
be done with finals.
Yo,
2K17 went by.
Yeah.
And yeah,
yo.
Literally like that.
Today's the 20-year anniversary that comedian Chris Farley died.
Wow. He's
oh
the
wow,
GOAT.
Mm,
Chris Farley, the boy.
yeah,
You should watch that documentary. It's pretty good.
that's sad.
Is it on Netflix?
It's not on Netflix. I'm not sure what it's on, though.
Mm.
That's sad.
Yeah.
One of the best movies I loved with him was with him and David Spade in
Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
Fire movie.
So good.
One of my favorites.
Yeah,
It's
one
such
of
a
my
funny
favorites.
Fat guy.
What was the
little
one?
coat.
What was the one? Was it like Beverly Hills Ninja when he was like the
Yeah.
fat ninja?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that was
that
good.
was funny too.
And even in SNL, mainly all of his
Black
skits
Sheep was a
were
good
awesome.
movie,
Oh,
too.
Black Sheep. I don't think I saw that one.
Him and David
But-
Spade, too, in that one.
Yeah, him and David Spade were
Mhm.
real buddies.
Yeah, they
were
were.
real buddies. I mean, they were mostly everyone that was on the show with Chris Farley at the time were really close to him, and
Mm-hmm.
it was a really sad thing
Yeah.
when it happened at the time. I think one of my favorite skits with him is the when he tries out for the Dave and Buster's male dancer thing.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that one? That one's
Takes off
good.
his shirt.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
he's like the family therapist.
Oh, yeah.
Where he's like, I live in a van down by the river or
Yeah.
something like that. That's so good. That's a classic.
Yeah, apparently Donald Trump just made a national security strategy speech too. That's trending.
When I read about
Interesting.
that, isn't it about how he's dropping the concern for global warming on it? I think that's
It's
what
a
it
whole
is.
bunch of stuff. It's
Oh, it's
that.
more
There's
than
stuff
that?
about Korea. There's a bunch of stuff in there. So I don't know if you guys want to check that. I think he just made it because it's just like now going up the trending ladder.
All right. Question for you guys: do you guys believe in global warming?
Yeah, I do.
I believe in it.
Yeah, there's so much evidence behind it.
I think there is so much evidence towards it too. I think there is.
There was a video trending on YouTube of a polar bear. He was like the weight of me, like crawling around.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
We're killing like all the animals on this planet.
We're going through an extinction right now.
Yeah. I mean, we're definitely killing them. I think that this was going to happen regardless, but I do think that it's happening faster because of us.
Yeah.
I think the Earth was always gonna be constantly heating up, no matter what happened. I feel like
We just
even if
sped
we
it up
weren't
a
even
lot.
here.
Yeah, we're
The
making
last
it
100
even
years of
faster.
damage have outdone thousands of years.
There's
of
also
damage.
too
Yeah.
many people on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mhm.
we killed a lot
Population's
of
crazy,
animals.
too.
We killed the dodo.
We take their homes.
We
You know,
took-
The
everything.
dodo is extinct?
Yeah.
What? I didn't
It's
know
been
that.
extinct.
The dodo bird?
3/4
Damn.
of every species.
I
is
feel like a
extinct.
dodo bird.
I feel like a dodo bird too
Tigers
right
are
now.
Tigers are almost extinct too.
No,
Oh, man.
that's sad.
Yeah, that is
Lions
sad.
are going. Elephants.
Elephants, yeah, I've heard about elephants too. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Sad.
That is sad.
I guess the sea creatures are the ones that are just.
They become the new animals, you know. They evolve into
Yeah, but
something
we're
else.
killing them too.
I mean, look at
Yeah,
all these
facts.
oil spills that are happening in
The
there.
oceans are like a huge
The
dump.
Industrial Revolution was such a step backwards in such a positive way.
Yeah, right, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, nah.
I don't think he's been on the board since. Yeah, no.
If you guys never seen The Real Boys of Simi Valley, I highly suggest you check that out.
10 out of 10.
10 out of
10
10.
out of
It's a 4-part like mini YouTube series. It has the star from American Vandal.
Yeah.
If you watch that on Netflix,
Yeah.
and he's also in 22 Jump Street and the Blue Mountain State movie. It's hilarious. There's
So
so many
Yeah, since
so
we-
many good lines from it.
Yeah,
So
since we didn't prep a question of the week, I found this. That's another thing on Twitter. Do these questions keep you up at night? So I don't know if you guys want to go through them real quick.
Let's find a good one.
Well, yeah,
Alright.
let's do it.
Do these questions keep you up at night? What? It's so stupid.
What is it?
It says,
Say it.
how come our nose runs but our feet smell?
Ooh.
I
Why do
mean-
you park in the driveway but drive
Live
on
in
the
the
parkway?
parkway.
Yeah, I've heard that one all the time. Yeah.
Why aren't we born 9 months old? That's a stupid one.
Our bonita fish big.
Yeah, that is.
In clown school, is the class clown a teacher?
Say that one again?
In clown school, is the class clown the teacher?
That one's a good one.
Ah,
Not bad.
Not bad.
And the
If you choke a Smurf, what color does he turn?
red.
We should
Purple.
try it.
Purple.
Purple, yeah. I would say purple. What you doing right now, Ray?
Internal motor learning, past assignments to get done.
Ray's doing homework in the back. He doesn't have much to say this episode. He's a little shy. We got Victor back there, too, if you guys forgot as well. Victor Benleese. Yep.
Yeah, we gotta think of a question of the week.
Yeah, we got to think of one. We came very unprepared for it, this one, because it was very last minute. We just kind of wanted to get this one done.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Yeah, let's think.
But I'm coming up with one.
I'm looking for inspiration.
Can someone go on the Kai live feed right now and see what people are saying? I know I see Ertan talking some sort of smack up there, but I really can't see what it says.
I'm
I'm
actually
saying
not-
you're not winning, dude.
I'm actually not business partners with him anymore.
Talking about fuck sticks,
Pope-
who's got one? Oh, I'm sorry for the language.
Shun the non-believer.
Yo, Pope Francis celebrates his 81st birthday with a pizza party.
What a
Pretty
pizza
lit.
party.
Pope
All right.
Francis.
It's pretty lit.
I blame Evan. He came up with the term.
What else we got? Sports. Question of the week. Let's think of one.
Related to what topic?
It
Anything.
could be anything.
Just like a hard decision.
Yeah, we could talk about LeBron, how he's dominating this year. 15 years
Yeah.
into his
Did
career.
you see his shoes last night?
No. Oh, the
He had
equality.
one white shoe, one black shoe, and on the back it said equality. I thought that
Oh,
was, I thought that was
really?
fire.
That's
yeah.
cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, he's been dominating this
Yeah,
year.
he might win MVP.
I think he's going.
I mean, it's still
between him,
early.
it's between him and James Harden, but Dude, he's had his third consecutive triple-double. He's the most efficient he's ever been in his career. And he's 15 years in. It's, like, unbelievable.
Yeah.
No one's ever done that before.
How old is he? 33?
33. He's going to play till he's, like, 38 or 40. He said he wants to play till his son's in the NBA.
Damn.
He wants to play against his son.
That's crazy.
That's nuts, right?
That is nuts.
I think his son will be in the NBA by the time he's, like, 39 or 40. But the way his body's built, like,
That's wild.
he can do
He's
it.
33, and according to him, he's in the best shape of his life. That's wild.
He's 32.
That is.
But, yo, do you ever
32.
do you ever read the articles, like, about him, Tom Brady, the stuff they do to keep their body, like, prepared is unbelievable.
They're like machines.
There's a whole article on Bleacher Report about Tom Brady's preparation for his body. It's unbelievable. It's a full-time job, honestly,
Yeah.
just keeping their body like that. But yeah, no, he's dominating.
Tom Brady's the GOAT.
Teddy Bridgewater. You
Don't
saw
at
that?
me.
That was nice. You saw that?
Who saw the
Yeah.
game last night with the Patriots?
Oh, the Steelers? Yeah,
I
that
saw
was crazy.
I
Jesse
saw the
James
highlight.
touchdown.
I saw the highlight with the Jesse James thing. I wasn't watching the game when it was on, but that's nuts.
I feel like the Patriots always get
Remember the
those
Jets?
calls.
Remember the
Yeah,
Jets?
they always
Early
get
this year, the
those
Jets
calls.
when the Jets played, Austin Safari and Jenkins.
It looked like a touchdown
It
to
was
me.
a touchdown to me. He had full control of that ball.
Mhm.
Yo,
When he hit the floor.
Austin Safari and Jenkins, the tight end for the Jets, something similar happened when they were playing, and it was a go-ahead touchdown with like a minute or 2 minutes left or something, and they made some crazy call like that too because he didn't have possession.
Nah, that was a crazy catch. He like caught it and stretched to the goal line.
It was nice too that the guy that hurt his neck, Ryan Shazier, on the Pittsburgh a couple weeks ago,
yeah.
he was at the game last night.
Yep. He
Oh,
was.
okay, so
Yeah.
he's there to
Yeah.
support and all that.
Yeah, that was really cool. But yeah,
Not bad.
Wasn't there a bad accident? I think it was in
fired.
the NFL.
Yeah.
But
Safari.
he jumped and landed the wrong way or something. His
Oh,
foot was going
Zach
in the
Miller?
total. Yeah, I think
He
so.
inverted his knee, severed an artery in his leg,
Oh my
and
God.
they almost amputated
Yeah.
his leg.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But, they just put a video up yesterday of him taking his first steps. So he's
Oh yeah, I saw that
Yeah.
video.
Yeah.
recently.
You know,
They
yeah.
almost amputated.
Yeah,
it.
you know what's
They
crazy?
almost had to.
You know what's crazy is that Sean Livingston, NBA, had something very similar to that. And if you watch that injury, it's very disgusting. But he came back and played again. Zach Miller's kind of old. I don't think he's going to come back.
Is that injury you just said the one that looks like Pride Rock, like his bone sticking out of his?
That's Kevin Ware.
Oh,
Kevin Ware
okay.
was
Oh,
like
that's absurd.
But no,
Yeah, that was
but
ugly.
the only three athletes I ever heard about almost getting their leg amputated was the Zach Miller, Sean Livingston, and Teddy Bridgewater. But Teddy Bridgewater yesterday played for the first time since like January 2016. Right?
Yeah, something like that.
Or like it was
2015.
It was 707 days, so it was 2 years. It was 2015. But yeah, it was that was cool to see. But he threw an interception when he came in, unfortunately. But it was cool to see him do that because he almost got his leg amputated.
Yep, that's it right there. This is exactly what I was talking about.
Kevin Ware.
Stop.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
You see
Oh
that?
my God.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got.
That's my son.
That's
I can't look at that.
You saw the Rafiki and Simba.
yeah. How can I miss that? That's the funniest
Would
thing.
you ride this roller coaster that tilts at a 90-degree angle?
Hell no.
Straight down.
I
Look at
would.
Wait, let
I'm
me
a
see.
big thrill seeker when it comes to
Look at
roller
this.
coasters.
Let me see.
that. Look at this. Oh my God. I would never do that.
Oh, I've seen that video before
It
for
just
it.
drops you.
Straight down.
Oh my God! Imagine you eat a bug.
Yeah, I would need new pants.
Disney Park has one of those.
A bug goes straight down your mouth.
Since we were talking
What if
about
you
like,
puke on that ride and you're in the front and all the puke just goes all over.
I think that's for any roller coaster. If you're in front and you're puking, it's
Yo, what's
everyone's
good with-
getting showered.
Yo, what's good with all
everywhere.
these forest fires starting in California too?
Well, these forest. All right, yeah. Let's talk about
Another
that.
one just happened. The
What?
Thomas Fire, now the third largest in California history, but I feel like they keep happening.
Yeah, the forest fires in California. I thought it hasn't been been nonstop. It really
Yeah.
never ended. I know a lot of because I work at a liquor store back home. I know that a lot of wineries in California are having a real situation right now because of these fires. They're stopping distribution of some of their wines and whatnot because of the fires and
Wow.
everything like that. A lot of people's homes are getting affected as well. It is really messed up.
Yeah.
We're losing oxygen, bro.
But yeah, we're losing oxygen. All those trees are getting burned down. But those I know the firefighters are working day and night, like
Anybody want some,
nonstop. What is that? A
Anybody?
cinnamon thing? I'm good.
Yeah.
Yo, shots fired at U.S. Air Base in England during intruder incident.
Snap.
Thanks.
I think I have a good question of the week because we were talking
Alright.
about
Let's hear it.
parts,
Let's freaking do it.
people's parts getting amputated and whatnot. What would you rather get cut off. Like you're gonna get it cut off by like either some dude that has you hostage or whatever. Your hand, or your foot. And you couldn't get it. You can't get any prosthetic for it. You can't get anything to replace it or anything like that.
Which hand?
I would do my hand.
Like your dominant hand or your submissive?
Well, it could be either one, and why?
I'll pick my.
I'll pick my
I
hand.
want to get my hand cut off because, like, when I hurt my ankle, I took walking for granted, and like it's terrible not being able to get around and walk.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I can get by with one hand and like making it work with a little nub.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
I agree.
Nah, I'll go with the hand too.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because if I can't walk, I feel useless.
You can still walk, though, can't you?
Not
But
really.
it's gonna be hard.
You just got a little nub. You just got a little limp.
You can't replace it with anything.
You're gonna need like
You
a
can't-
you
cane
couldn't-
or like.
You go to
Yeah.
do business with someone, you go shake their hand, just hand this.
I got another hand.
I have
I
two.
got another hand. Well, now your dominant hand.
Give him a fist, you know. Fist pound.
Business meeting, you're just like, thanks, man. I don't know. That's tough.
It is tough,
What would-
especially
what
since
would
you
you
can't
do?
replace with anything. I think I would have to go with my left hand because my right's my prominent, and I you know, I need to walk. Like I don't want to be hopping around.
Let's say
like-
it was your dominant hand, though. You had to get taken away.
Oh, okay, like dominant hand or a foot.
Yeah.
You learn how to use your other hand.
Yeah, I would probably still cut off the dominant hand.
I'm
Yeah.
like in between. I
Why?
don't really know what I would pick.
Because I would have to force myself to use my other hand, like to write all that stuff, you know.
I don't know what I would pick.
Imagine you lose a foot.
A
Like,
foot?
you can't-
How'd you lose a food?
My foot. My foot.
My foot.
My foot.
You can't run away from anybody.
Yeah, you wouldn't really.
Well, don't put
no.
yourself in a situation to run away from anybody.
That's
What?
true.
You can't put yourself in that
That's
situation.
true too.
You're put in those situations.
What do you think, Ray?
I would cut off my left hand
Why?
because
He's a
my
smart
right,
guy.
I just use my right hand for almost everything.
Including
Yeah,
the.
every night, right?
Not that. Not that.
Good thing they didn't see that on camera. What do you call it? But what if it was your prominent hand that had to be cut off? Would it be that or one of your feet?
I don't know.
I cut off my ears. I don't listen
It's
anyway.
kind of hard because I like to draw,
Mm.
and drawing is like one of the things that.
Look at his fade though.
You can put the pencil in your mouth and draw like that.
I see
Yeah.
people do it with their foot too. That's
I've
crazy.
seen elephants draw. They can do it. We can do it.
Wait,
Not
what?
with their nose though.
Yeah,
no.
they hold like a paintbrush with their nose and they paint a beautiful picture.
They're
They
trying to
paint a beautiful picture.
That's cool,
I see that.
actually.
I probably do still hand.
Well, elephants probably have
I
to
think-
become more useful since
I
they're
think I
going
decided.
extinct, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you think of?
I think I would go hand after listening to you guys talk about it. I had to think hard though. I was leaning towards foot in the beginning.
For the same reasons?
I just feel like I don't know. Like it's like I can't imagine me not having a hand, but then I can't really necessarily imagine me not having a foot either. Thinking
Yeah.
about it.
Sportsman, you can't like.
Messi over here.
when it comes to
That is a
sports, you
tough
can't
one though.
Messi would definitely lose a hand instead of a foot.
run.
Oh yeah,
I'll
100%.
go for all soccer
100%.
players. Well, I guess not me. I play goalie.
Lose both hands. Like on my
So
feet, that's all I
That's
need.
kind of difficult.
Imagine not having
Um,
any hands.
That would stink too.
Oh.
Then you'd really be screwed, kinda, until you figure out a way.
You might
Oh yeah, would you rather lose both feet or both hands?
Both feet.
No, both hands.
Both feet.
Both feet?
Yeah.
You're not doing nothing, ever.
Feet, you
Wheelchair.
I mean, if you
feet,
lose
you're playing
both your
soccer, just
feet,
get-
Wheelchair or crutches? No, actually crutches wouldn't even work.
you can play wheelchair basketball.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
They got that.
I'm just lucky and grateful that I have both my hands.
Yeah, I'm
both my
very
feet,
grateful
and-
too, 100%.
Very grateful. Very thankful.
But if I had to choose that one, I think I would go with my feet at that point. I think
Because then you have no way of grabbing anything.
Yeah, exactly. And
You can
Yeah,
grab things with your
that's-
feet.
you could, but
That's what people do though. Like if
Like
they don't
an
have arms or
orangutan.
something, they would just
They just use
They-
their
they would
feet.
use
okay,
their
yeah,
feet.
you could grab stuff with your feet. But what if you have shoes on? You have no hands to take your shoes off.
All right,
you
so
can
then
get
you're really
you can get the
screwed.
shoes that are like the toe shoes. You know?
Oh, the toe shoes. That's
Yeah,
right.
man.
That's right.
Or you can get some nice Crocs and
Well-
just like kick them off your feet real
Imagine-
quick.
Yeah,
imagine
just
you
constantly
do-
be wearing
Imagine
slides
you do
and
just
stuff
get rid
like
of both
that.
your
Yeah.
feet. You just use your hands to walk, like Rocco and Lasoni all the time. Just walk with your hands everywhere you're going.
Bad funny. Yeah, was there anything else anyone wanted to talk about? I feel like that pretty much wraps it up for
I think
this
so.
week. This is more of a... Actually, I feel like this was an hour. Was it an hour? No, I think it was
Nah.
like 40 minutes or 30 minutes, something like
Yeah.
that. Well, this was definitely a more simple episode. We'll definitely have more topics when we make our epic return after break.
Spring 2018, baby.
Spring 18 will definitely be
Yeah,
back
I'm
in the radio
graduating.
station. Yeah.
We might have a little special episode over the break.
Yeah, I'm going to try to do a
So
couple
old.
special episodes over the break at if we can get them done at like some of our houses or something like that. I also want to start getting a couple of skits going. Like, all of us have plenty of good ideas for skits, so just keep out looking for those because I would
We're also
really like to
taking
do some of those
donations.
over break too now that we'll have the time
Yeah.
with finals out of the way and everything like that.
With the homeless guy.
Friday.
Congratulations on
I also want to try to do another blanket challenge over break too.
Yeah,
We were
definitely.
talking about
Yo, we
that.
should definitely
in the
talk
last,
about fundraisers
last
during
meeting we
our
were talking about
podcast.
that.
Mhm.
Like, so people could donate to, like, either our KDM or donate so we could go snowboarding this winter break. And we're taking donations.
All right, but yeah, that pretty much sums it up for us this week here at the KaiCast. Like, once again, try to follow Sigma Data Kai on Instagram at Sigma_Data_Kai. And also, I said this last week too, if anything you want to promote event-wise, anything of that sort on campus and around campus, let us know. We will be openly promoted for you on here. And that basically does it for us this week. We're going to have this episode uploaded to YouTube once I have it done, edited, which should be quick pretty much. And yeah, that's it. See you guys later.
Peace.
Love you.
Happy holidays.